It was an Uber ride like no other. A Cincinnati Bengals fan came to Jacksonville for Monday Night Football and apparently had a now infamous Uber driver. The guy behind the wheel taking him to that Jaguars game was the same guy who allegedly stole tens of millions of dollars from those same Jacksonville Jaguars. So I talked to the man who is from Cincinnati over Zoom now that he's back home, and he has the story of this ride share. When you get in the back of a rideshare like an Uber, I guess you never really know what kind of driver you're going to get. Where you heading? Uptown. And that was the case for Chris Cheney. Got into an Uber at Jacksonville International Airport. Group of friends, he and his wife were in the Uber coming in town from Cincinnati on Friday. Going to spend a nice long weekend in Jacksonville before going to Monday Night Football.
Nothing out of the ordinary came down Friday morning. Ordered an Uber. Guy showed up in a Tesla.
He didn't know it at first, but it turns out that guy driving his Uber to the Jacksonville Jaguar game was the same guy who allegedly stole more than $20 million from those Jaguars.
Yes, and I saw the headline. I didn't even click on it, to be honest with you. I was like, oh, it's like somebody embezzled or frauded the Jaguar at $22 million. I'll check that out at some point. But like this morning, I was downstairs working. My wife texted me from up in bed and just said, "This looks like our driver."
According to the federal documents, Amit Patel had bought a Tesla with the money. What was being driven that night? The Uber?
Sure enough, the Tesla Model 3's in there. This looks like our Uber driver. I was like, that is our Uber driver. And I pulled up my Uber app, his license plate on there. Not that I need it or anything, but like it was just like, no, I mean, like that's him.
Did he seem like a guy that was just about to be charged in some federal crimes of $22 million?
I can't get over it. Like my mind is like racing. This guy, like, decidedly did not seem like had a federal probe on him. Like he was, I mean, honestly, he was one of like the nicer Uber drivers I've had.
And since he didn't know who the guy was, and Chris being a nice guy anyway, he did the right thing. Did you give him 5 stars or?
Yeah, that's what we got to back to the Airbnb, and someone was like 5 stars, great. Like, I guess I should tip him a little extra. I kind of feel bad for the guy down and out in his luck. So I mean, I gave him like 25%. But
and how's that for an eventful ride around Jacksonville, Florida? Thanks for the lift, bud. Truly never know who's going to be driving you around Jacksonville, do you? We did receive a statement from Patel's attorney who says his client, quote, suffers from a serious gambling addiction, and went on to say in that statement that his client will cooperate with the federal investigation fully. He also said that Patel was doing lots of other jobs to pay for many of those things that we saw listed in those federal documents.